If I had to describe tonight's Truck Series race in one word, I had to say shit show. That was one of the biggest shit show races I have ever seen in my entire life. I mean, I don't really know what to say. Its race was really, really kind of bad in ways. It was entertaining, but oh my god, it's like the drivers just they didn't give a fuck. They really honestly didn't care what the hell they were doing out on the racetrack. They literally were just driving with their heads out of their asses. And I have never seen drivers not care this much. They were driving, and the problem was the racetrack. Okay, let me explain something to how you produce a really good dirt race. Number one, you got to have multiple grooves on the track. NASCAR, for whatever reason, regardless of what track they go to, whether it's Knoxville or Bristol dirt, they don't prepare the top side as much. And if you don't prepare that top side, you're gonna get the single group racing where it's like Bristol and everyone loses their minds and they have no respect for each other. If they would have had multiple grooves on the racetrack and they would have prepared the high side a lot better, I think we would have seen a lot better racing and not as big of a shit show as we saw tonight. Honestly, like I said, I've never seen a race like this. I mean, we thought Daytona road course race was really, really bad. We thought races last year were really bad, like Texas last year in 2020. I have never seen a race where there's no give and take. It's all just take. No one gave in this race. Even early event, there were so many wrecks that happened in this event. You had the big one late in the race with Jake Griffin basically not going and then everybody piling each other, including Haley Deegan, Donnie Schatz, Sheldon Creed. A lot of drivers got involved now. Brian Brown had 2 spins. Jessica Friesen had a couple spins, and Morgan Alexander basically ran into the back of her. You had Chris Windham have a flat tire. You had Brett Moffitt have a flat tire off a contact from Grant Enfinger. This race, it just was a complete mess. I mean, I don't know what you can do. Honestly, I don't know why we ever went away from Eldora. We should have gone to Eldora. Last year I understood not having Eldora because of the pandemic. We should not have skipped Eldora here in 2021. Again, Knoxville is one of the most historic tracks. And I have seen fantastic races take place at Knoxville. And I have watched over 500 NASCAR races in my time as a NASCAR fan. Like I said, I have never seen something like this before. It was really, really bad. Again, like I said, it was entertaining. I'll give you that. But at some point when it comes to these shit show races where drivers just lose their brains and stuff, it's not enjoyable to watch. I was almost crying watching this race. Like, I was completely losing my mind. I had my eyes closed. I had my hands over my face because I'm just, like, inside of myself, and the pain I was feeling was ridiculous. And you had drivers like Derek Cross, and I was supporting Derek Cross early in this race, and he was a complete menace in this event. John Nemechek turned Carson Osbar should have been contending for this victory. The only fun stuff about this race was Chandler Smith's really good run. Chandler Smith put on a really good show tonight. It looked like he was going to run away with this thing, and I really honestly thought Chandler Smith had a fantastic shot of winning, but in my opinion, I'm not sure what you think of the call with Chandler Smith and Austin Hill. I'm not sure who was in the lead at the time. It might have been Austin Hill. It might have been Chandler Smith. I'm not sure, but I understand Chandler Smith's frustration. Drivers just lost their minds. They would have not lost their minds. Honestly, Chandler Smith would have ran away with this thing, or would at least contended for the victory. But speaking of Austin Hill won tonight's race. Congratulations, Austin Hill. I'm really glad at least it's one thing that also comes positive out of this. It's good to see that Austin Hill won tonight. Austin Hill's had a lot of speed and a lot of consistency throughout the 2021 season. It's just I've been waiting for that 16 team to be able to go out there and win, especially with dominance from KBM. They finally got their first win of the 2020 season. I would have rather had like a dirt regular like Stuart Friesen who absolutely struggled tonight, or Haley Deegan. I'll talk about her for a second. She was absolutely not on her A game tonight. I don't know what was going on with Haley Deegan. She ran really well in her heat in the qualifying heat, ran up in the front and was looking like she was potentially going to start on the pole. She ended up qualifying 4th, but she ran horrible. She ran from 18th to 25th, but a lot of the dirt ringers absolutely struggled. Like I said, Brian Brown struggled in this event. Parker Price Miller struggled in this event. You had a lot of the dirt ringers that overall were struggling throughout this event, and it felt like there was something there. But like going back to Austin Hill. Austin Hill, in my opinion, was up there a lot of the night. Did he have to use some content to get in the win? Yes, but it seemed like no one cared. And in all seriousness, so I'm really glad that Austin Hill was able to go out and win tonight's event. At least it made somewhat ending. And Derek Cross getting spun. Again, I'm a huge fan of Derek Cross. I think Derek Cross has a lot of talent, but you can't be running into people and wrecking people every time. I know that you're upset and frustrated that you're trying to get back up to the front. I understand we're looking really, really fast. You got turned by Brett Moffitt, had a cut tire. Don't run into people running the back of him and wrecking. That just is really, really stupid. Another thing I want to talk about is the Rich Lutches situation in the Brent Road stuff. NASCAR, terrible officiating. I don't know what the hell you're doing. I don't know why you wait till the green flag to basically bring him into pit road. You should not have waited till the green flag. You waited till 2 to go to basically think, hey, should we bring him into pit road to serve his penalty, or should we basically wait till the green flag? They thought of the latter, which I thought honestly was really, really stupid they did that, and I don't blame Rich Lucius and the official people that are working at that team, like, I can't remember the other guy's name that was pissed off too, but I don't blame Rich Lucius, I don't blame anybody on that team for being really, really pissed off, and Sheldon Creed also, he wasn't very happy. He basically said we shouldn't be racing here at Knoxville Raceway. We should be racing Iowa Speedway, and I agree. Iowa Speedway puts on a really good show, and you wouldn't have had this many problems. Again, pavement racing, you're still going to have idiots and stupid drivers driving out there. But I will say the main cause for a lot of the problems tonight wasn't really on the race, was someone on the racetrack for not creating that multi-grid racing. But I think the main problem was the drivers not giving it. They were not caring. They didn't care at all, and they drove. And I think that's why the race was really, really bad. I will say for the first 100 laps of the event, it was a very entertaining race. It was really, really good. But once we got to the finals, technically 75 laps, because this race ended up going, 176, 177 laps, I think. The race just turned into a mess, and it was really, really bad. I mean, some drivers ended up finishing better than they thought. I think Haley Dean got a top 15 out of nowhere. I think Devin Rouse got a top 20, considering he was having issues. I mean, there's so much that you can go over. I mean, the flagman was drunk early in the heats for all we know. Basically waved the freaking white flag 5-minute laps before. So you kind of honestly knew that this race was going to be best. I know I'm kind of all over the place talking about it, but there's so much to go over, and I'm just... This race, to summarize up this race, it was nuts. It was chaotic. But that's just my opinion on today's Truck Series race from Knoxville. So anyway, that's for today's race review from Knoxville. And thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel to get notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Support page on links below for that. And comment your thoughts on today's video. What are your thoughts about tonight's Knoxville race? Do you think we should come back to Knoxville next year or not? If they do you think that the racing will be better next year? Let me know in the comments below. And congratulate Austin Hill in the comments below of tonight's race. And let me know your score of tonight's Knoxville race in the comments below. Hopefully next year's dirt races are better than this, to be perfectly honest with you. But it wasn't really good. It was really, really chaotic. And things will definitely be better next year if we do have to come back to Knoxville. Or maybe let's just go back to Eldora. But anyway, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. And I'll see you guys next time for some more great and awesome NASCAR content. Take care, everybody.